Welcome. My name is Becky Timmons, and I'm a planner and project manager for Fisher Associates. I'm part of a multidisciplinary team preparing a strategic comprehensive plan for Delaware County. As part of that process, we're conducting several public engagement initiatives, including a public survey, a municipal survey, and 2 public workshops that were held in mid-September. This is a recap of the presentation given at those workshops to introduce the community to the project and gain important input from Delaware County's residents, property owners, business owners, and other interested stakeholders. Our project team includes 2 other firms, Alleyway Marketing, who is providing public outreach support and project graphics, and RKG, who is supporting the economic development components of the plan. The Delaware County Strategic Comprehensive Plan will be the first such plan for Delaware County. It builds upon a vision developed in 2017 as a way to help guide responsible development while preserving resident land rights and economic stability. The plan will catalog existing environmental, agricultural, demographic, and socioeconomic trends in the county. It will include short and long-term goals for the future, along with implementation strategies and recommendations to facilitate those goals. The vision of the Delaware County Board of Supervisors is a county where residents have the security of living and working in a prosperous and sustainable environment, and all can live cohesively with the natural and built environment around them. The vision prioritizes safety, financial security, enjoyment of the natural environment, strong leadership, wise stewardship, high quality and cost-effective services, and growth that complements the natural resources and beautiful landscape of Delaware County. It supports and protects the historic use of lands, recognizes the importance of agriculture, and encourages the growth of other prosperous enterprises. Delaware County is a place where all governments, educational institutions, businesses, places of worship, and community organizations work together to maintain a rural environment, sustainable economy, and locally governed communities. Under the 2017 vision, individual municipalities will continue to have the authority to manage their communities, land use, and land values as they see fit. The Strategic Comprehensive Plan process involves 3 phases: drafting the plan, approving the plan, and adopting the plan. The draft plan phase consists of a review of existing plans, including the comprehensive plans of each individual municipality within the county. Our team has documented existing conditions related to 11 different topics, which I'll list in a couple of slides. We've also conducted public engagement activities to learn more about the specific challenges and opportunities faced in Delaware County. We'll use all of that information to develop implementation strategies and recommendations while considering the cumulative impacts of those recommendations to ensure we're protecting what's most important to Delaware County. The approvals phase includes an environmental review, a series of public hearings, referrals to county and regional planning boards, and referrals to the legislative bodies and planning boards of each municipality within the county. Adoption by county legislature will occur once all of those reviews and referrals have been completed and accepted. It's important to note that the community will have multiple opportunities throughout the approval and adoption process to provide feedback on the plan. So, what are some of the benefits of a strategic comprehensive plan? For one, it develops a unified vision for the growth, development, protection, and future of the county. Second, it will serve as a roadmap for infrastructure, economic, and community-oriented projects, giving staff and elected officials the guidance they need to implement improvements. Third, it will guide future land use decisions and development, keeping the needs and desires of the community at the forefront. Last, it will identify opportunities for additional studies and planning efforts. A strategic comprehensive plan, particularly for an entire county, is a high-level planning document. In order for some of the goals to be achieved, there may be a need for new plans or updates to existing plans. A strategic comprehensive plan has a couple of potential funding implications. It provides a framework for future budget decisions, guides the allocation of funding towards priority projects and initiatives, and supports communities and municipalities in pursuing grant funding opportunities. So as I've mentioned, we've done a thorough review of 28 comprehensive plans for nearly all of Delaware County's towns and villages. We've also documented the county-wide existing conditions related to land use, transportation and mobility, demographics, housing, parks and open space, sustainability, hazard mitigation, renewable energy, infrastructure, economy and industry, tourism, and agriculture. In reviewing those 28 municipal plans, we've identified 9 major themes: economic development, housing needs, mobility and transportation, infrastructure and utilities, environment, outdoor recreation, administrative and government functions, cultural and historic resources, and quality of life. I'm going to go through a brief review of some of the trends, findings, and observations that we've gathered as part of our inventory review. I'll run through them fairly quickly, but feel free to pause and read each slide. All this information and more will be part of the final plan. In terms of demographics, we found that the total population of Delaware County is trending downward, while the percentage of older residents is trending upward. This shows us that younger people are leaving Delaware County, and it's our job to figure out why and provide recommendations in the Strategic Comprehensive Plan to address this shift. We've also seen that the unemployment rate is declining while incomes are increasing, though the median household income is still lower than the statewide median. When we study the land use map, it's clear that most of the land in Delaware County is rural and/or agricultural with significant forest land. We know that zoning regulations are set individually by each municipality, so the types of zones and regulations vary widely across the county. In most cases, zoning is used to protect traditional development patterns while preserving farmland and open space. Some of the towns and villages in Delaware County don't have zoning regulations at all. There is no countywide transportation system in Delaware County. Its 827 miles of public roadway are a mix of state, county, and local roads. In general, it's a very car-dependent county, with 80% of residents commuting by car and an average commute time of almost 26 minutes. In addition to roadways, we know the county has a significant network of outdoor recreation trails, and many of the villages and hamlets have walkable centers. Parks and open spaces are incredibly important to Delaware County. A portion of Catskill Park is within the county, and there is a total of 70,000 acres of land overseen by the Department of Environmental Conservation. We know that outdoor recreation is one of the reasons people come to Delaware County, whether they hike, bike, fish, hunt, trap, ride horses, cross-country ski, or snowmobile. We were surprised to learn that Delaware County has 350 miles of snowmobile trails. All of Delaware County's natural resources, coupled with an increase in significant climate events, means it's important for the plan to address sustainability and hazard mitigation. The county has almost 6,000 acres of wetlands and over 36,000 acres of surface water and floodplains. Flooding is the #1 natural event hazard in Delaware County, costing an average of $17.5 million each year. There are also some environmental challenges posed by hazardous waste and exacerbated by flooding. Renewable energy is a hot topic in many communities, Delaware County included. The county has seen a significant expansion in solar, as you can see on this map of the New York State Energy Research Development Authority solar energy projects. But we know that the ideal places for solar installations are often prime agricultural areas. We've also learned that conditions are favorable for wind turbines in many parts of the county, but there is currently only one proposed wind energy project. In terms of utilities and infrastructure, there are 37 different water districts across the county serving about half the residents. The rest are on septic and private wells. NYSEG is the predominant electric and gas supplier. Being a predominantly rural county, we were surprised to see that broadband is available to almost 95% of households, though internet costs are higher than the national average. Delaware County's traditional economy was built on agriculture and natural resources. Less than 1% of land in the county is dedicated to commercial and industrial uses. As I mentioned previously, there's been a decrease in unemployment, but it corresponds to a reduced labor force and an overall number of jobs. The largest decrease has been in the educational sector. As I mentioned, agriculture makes up a large portion of Delaware County's land area, but a decreasing portion of its economy. 34% of land is classified as prime farmland or farmland of statewide importance. While the number of farms and total acreage of farmland has decreased, the value of dairy products and the amount of earnings per farm has increased. There are opportunities to diversify the agricultural products grown, raised, and produced in the county. In addition to the inventory and analysis that I just reviewed, we're also conducting several public engagement initiatives as part of this process. The primary method to provide initial input on the project is to complete the public survey, available on the project website at the link below. The survey takes about 15 to 20 minutes to complete and has both multiple choice and open-ended questions to share your ideas about the project. As of mid-October, over 600 people have taken the survey. We've also developed a municipal survey that has been sent to staff and elected officials in each of the towns and villages in Delaware County. This will help us gain a more specific understanding of local issues. As you take the survey or you begin to think about how to participate in the Strategic Comprehensive Plan process, there are a few big questions to think about. Number 1, what do you love about Delaware County? Why do you choose to live here, work here, or own property here? Number 2, what are the challenges facing the county? The data can only show us so much. We need input from community members to better understand people's perceptions of the county and its specific issues. Third, what opportunities do you see for the county? How is it moving in the right direction? What needs to happen for it to remain a viable and attractive place for people to live and visit? And 4, what are your top priorities for the county? Is it protecting natural resources, bolstering the economy, building more housing? What's important to you? The county is maintaining a website for the duration of this project that will include information about the Strategic Comprehensive Plan, ways to get involved, and draft documents as they're completed. We encourage you to stay up to date and contribute your ideas and feedback at each step in the process. Here is an overview of the project schedule. We conducted our inventory review in the spring and early summer and hosted 2 public meetings in Walton and Hobart in mid-September. We're currently working on visioning and implementation strategies and aim to complete our first draft of the plan in late winter. We'll have several more public meetings in the winter and spring as the plan is refined, incorporating staff and public feedback as we go. The final plan should be completed in the spring of 2025 with adoption to follow. If you have any additional questions about the project, please contact the Delaware County Planning Department at pln@co.delaware.ny.us. And don't forget to take the survey, available now through November 22nd.